We've got a construction update. It is January 29th. The framing has started, the roof repair has started. It looks like the birds are interested in checking it out too. We've got our stairs here. This is going to be the little patio. So you can come up the stairs. There'll be a little gate here. You come up. And then we'll have a sliding glass door here. You can walk in. This is where I plan to put the long arm. You can see they've cut into the house. Ooh, that's kind of scary because this is where the wall is going to go. You can hear Libby barking at me. They cut off the part of the roof that was rotting. You can see they had to cut into some of the beams and they had to remove some of the boards. But when they put the new roof on, it's going to be above this. It's going to be really interesting. I can't wait to see how they do it. We've got our span starting to be covered here. Look at this. Hi, Libby. You could like walk the plank and jump off the end. Looking really good. This will be nice because we still have our wash and we get a lot of wildlife that passes through and they come through the neighborhood and they just go down and they go under the wash. It's coming along. I'll put up another update soon. It's Friday, January 30th, the second day of framing. Look at that. We've got some structure. Let's go for a walk. Let's pretend we're coming up to the new space. Just like yesterday, we're going to go through our gate. It won't squeak though because it'll be new. We'll come in here. This is the opening for the slider. So you would go in here. This area, looking out, is going to have windows. And this area here, I think this is where the long arm is going to go. I'll have a good amount of space. We'll have all this space here and then around here. So I'll have some wall space over here. I have shelving for my fabric that's already in the room that I'm in that'll probably go here and in that space there. This will probably be where I put a nice long cutting table. It's going to be kind of pieced together with some tables we already have rather than buying anything new. We actually have the floor over the wash now. You can step on it. This is going to have like a half wall across there because I have to have somewhere to put my sewing machines. Then there'll be windows to look out. So when you're sitting and sewing, this is going to be your view. The bird feeders are over there. When it rains, water comes down here through the wash and goes underneath. It's going to be really neat. It's February 4th. Look how much work they've gotten done. Right down here at the bottom, this is going to be wall, and that's going to be where the electricity runs for all my little sewing machines. We're going to have a couple big windows there. This right here will be wall. We have to have some wall and some posts to support the ceiling. When we walk through this way, this is where the long arm's going to go here. We're going to have some big windows here. Here's the exit to the little patio. Look at that. Wow, that's going to be a high ceiling. The ceiling is being sloped to make sure we get proper drainage. You can see here, they've cut off some of the beams here and they've pulled it back quite a few feet. You can kind of see here where they're working on where they're going to reattach the new roof. This was rotted and it had to go. No matter what we decided to do, we had to get rid of that. Let's go out this way. We'll step down. Oh, you can hear the dogs. They've been barking at everybody all day. And we'll turn around and we'll get a view from it from the other side. I'll be able to watch all the birds, which will be nice. Let's turn around. It's afternoon sun. It's going to be a little bright. Those are quail that you hear getting freaked out because I'm walking around. Down here are the trusses for the roof. These got delivered today. That's going to be exciting and very noisy. That's going to happen tomorrow. Let's take one more look. That's where we are right now. Very exciting. I'll post another update soon. It's February 5th. We've got a roof going up. See that there? They put up all the trusses today, and we're going to make a slight change. let's walk into this space. You can see they leave it pretty clean at the end of the day. They pick everything up, they sweep it. Well, for the most part, there's some nails over here. But they do a good job cleaning it up. We're going to look up at the ceiling. Originally, we were going to keep these beams and the wood here from the original part of the roof. The structural engineer was here today, and we also talked to the architect and kind of decided, now that it's cut off and we can see where the roof is going to go, that looks kind of weird. So all of this wood is going to come out, but it's all going to be reused. When they build the patio and they put the roof up for the patio, it's going to be a small covered patio. They're going to use this wood with the beams. It's tongue and groove, and they're going to use that to make the overhang here. What that's going to do is open up this space for more storage. So originally we were planning on putting my bookshelves in here. They're about as tall as the window there, but we may end up building a long shelf or something to use as storage, or just putting things on top of the shelves. It'll also make the room feel bigger, and we're looking at possibly adding some solar tubes in the ceiling. That way the hallway where the house is doesn't get dark, because now we have a roof here instead of the open deck. That's where we are right now. That's a high roof. Look at that. Neat. It's going to be really neat to be able to work on my swing machines and sit here and see the bird feeders. And today there's a really nice breeze. These big windows here are going to open. We're going to have a couple nice big windows. And then you can see the window spaces getting worked on over here. Down here is going to be where the electrical goes for the sewing machines. It's going to be really neat. Really fun to see it being built. We're back for another construction update. This one's a big one. Are you ready? It looks the most like a room that it's looked since they started. Did a lot of work. Look at that. Wow. Doesn't that look fabulous? Let's go inside and have a look. This is going to be the covered patio area. Let's walk in here. Open the gate. Here we go. Going inside. We're going to have a big sliding glass door right there. This is where the long arm is going to go. It's Friday, by the way. They're not coming back for a couple of days. Nice big windows there. They took off the stucco from the side of the house today. Originally, we were thinking we were going to leave it and power wash it and paint over it. But the problem with that is the new walls that are going in were going to be smooth. It was just going to look weird. So we went ahead and let them take the stucco off. You'll see all of that removed. The roof is up. And another change we're going to make, I think I already talked about this, is all of this is going to come off. It's just too dark. And it's going to look weird. And it's going to have a weird gap above it. So they're going to pull that off next week and reuse as much of that wood as they can. No more stucco. There's the hallway and the dogs walking down the hallway. Here's this part of the room. Big windows there. It is really coming along. Very exciting. I'll bring you another update soon. Really starting to look good. Lots of activity at the bird feeder. The birds are happy. The construction workers are gone for the day. I'll be back soon with another update.